Hey everyone, it's LaShonda from Labors of Love here with another Therapy Thursday. So today, the day this is coming out, is January 7th, 2021. And yesterday, January 6th, 2021, a group of people dissatisfied with 2020 election results and Trump supporters stormed the nation's capital and gained entry into the Capitol, stole the podium, broke into Nancy Pelosi's office, took some mail, bragged about it. It was seen, across the world. And it really was a sad day for democracy. But what I really want, I have so many things to say, but I think the main point that I want to get across today is it's not enough. And what I mean by it's not enough is it's not enough to simply go, ooh, that was bad. Ooh, that was disgusting. We can even choose harsher words like, ooh, that was disgusting. That was treason. It's not enough. And I'll tell you why I say it's not enough. It's not enough because we understand that it was bad. I am taking very deep personal issue with those. And while I mean it in general, I want to put a very, very specific note to therapists, social workers, nurses, teachers, law enforcement officers, medical professionals, those whose entire jobs are the welfare and well-being of others. I'm taking issue with people who hold those positions not being honest and doing their work to acknowledge and address, even if it's just within themselves, the disparity in treatment between the actions of the individuals yesterday and the response to protests throughout 2020 in response to racial and social justice issues. I have seen a lot of people resort to the all violence is bad. This, no matter what the message, rioting is not okay. It's not enough. It's not enough to try to pretend to condemn or actually condemn what happened yesterday while not addressing the systemic issues that are taking place. And yeah, I'm taking so much issue with it. There have been so many resources available and offered to help people, specifically white people, do their work in understanding their own internalized superiority or supremacy, their own internalized racism, in ways that require growth and vulnerability, but don't make people defensive. There's so many resources. And at this point, if you're not taking advantage of them, there is either a strong cognitive dissonance or a very willful aversion to doing this work. I also want to say that I stand unique, I believe, in a lot of ways, because I understand the humanity of what's happening. So where I'm not directing my effort and energy are the people who stormed the Capitol. Why? Because I see the similarities between them and the people who are marching for racial and social justice. Both groups of people perceived an injustice. Both groups of people, to a certain extent, up to a certain line, were exercising their democratic right to protest. When you understand what went into a person, you understand what comes out of them. So for most of 2020, I've been trying to help people understand that. When you look at what has gone into so many Black people of color, marginalized communities, the oppression that they've experienced, when you see what comes out of them, it begins to make sense. Well, it makes sense to me why those people stormed the Capitol yesterday. because they have literally for generations lived in a nation that was rooted in their supremacy. And that internalized supremacy led to entitlement that was very frustrating for them when they didn't get what they wanted. When they said they wanted something different and an entire nation did not bow down to what they said. So when they stormed the Capitol, they 100% believed with everything in them that they had the right. And it was reinforced because, hey, make it to the floor and take the pick up the podium and take it out. Put your feet up on the desk in someone's office. Like, there were no actions that stopped them from doing this, right? So our nation is consistently, without fail, reinforcing white supremacy. And do I understand why they did what they did? Absolutely, I do. Because they have been indoctrinated to believe that that was their God-given right. My issue is with everyone who can't seem to understand this and they're not addressing it. And the ones, again, whose job is the welfare and well-being of other people. To not call this what it is and stand firmly against it, I think is unethical, it's illegal, and it's disgusting. And so the resources, there's so many resources that can help white people, all people, but I'm talking to y'all white people, to dig into this, to educate you. And I feel no matter how sincere it feels, these attempts to, the all lives matter approach to all violence is bad, that feels more disrespectful to me than a whole lot of other stuff. So it's not enough. It's the message I have today. My website is www.thelaborsoflove.com. I'm on all the major social media outlets. The podcast, The Labors of Love podcast, is here. I don't even really have an invitation today. I just needed to speak my truth. You all, until we meet again, be as well as you can be.